What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another news video. Now, what I got for you guys in today's video is we're going to be talking about the Season 2 roadmap. So, we know Season 2 is going to be dropping on February 1st. We are currently just under 3 weeks away from this brand new season. And so it seems this is going to be the next big update we're going to get. We were expecting yet another update, maybe something like next week to give us something to go off of until the release of Season 2. But it seems like they're not going to be doing this big update because they are preparing. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of issues that ended up pretty much arriving during the Christmas break, and devs were off, so they weren't able to really fix it. So now they're working overtime trying to fix everything, prepare everything before the Season 2 update drops. Now, don't get me wrong, they are still doing updates. They're still adding things to the game. It's just not going to be a bigger content update. They're mainly bug fixes, patch notes, things like that, smaller fixes that they're releasing at a constant basis. So yesterday, the other day, we ended up getting this update I talked about in last video, and then pretty much every single time they do one of these updates, they're slowly adding stuff to the back end for Season 2. So for example, yesterday's update, they dropped that to fix all these bug fixes, and then at the same time that they did that, ended up adding icons for game mode. So here's what the leaker said. He said it is expected that one in the chamber will be in the second season of the game, and a hardcore version of it, T1, will also be available as well. Now, he's seeing all these icons and these symbols and stuff that are being added into the files while they're doing these updates. So if they are adding them now, chances are they're preparing for Season 2. They're not going to sit here waste their time to add things that they're not going to be bringing into the game until like Season 3 or 4. They'll do that at a later time because right now they are pretty busy and they're trying to prepare for everything before it releases. So with Season 2 releasing on February 1st and us being 3 weeks away, chances are we are going to be expecting a roadmap next week. So most likely it's going to be dropping next Wednesday because that's going to mark 2 weeks away. They ended up doing the same thing with Season 1 when we were around 2 weeks away. They ended up giving us the roadmap. Then actually it was like way more than that. It was like 3.5 weeks, honestly. And then when we got closer, like around a week and a half, 2 weeks, that's when they ended up dropping trailers and things like that. So we ended up having that roadmap for quite a bit. So I do believe that they're going to be dropping the roadmap. They also drop them on Wednesdays. If you guys noticed, last Wednesday on the 11th, they ended up dropping the COD Mobile trailer for the brand new season, and the COD Mobile release of the season is going to be on the 18th. So they ended up releasing it a week in advance before the season dropped, and that's for COD Mobile. And then obviously with Modern Warfare 2, it being way more popular and bigger, they're going to be probably releasing it 2 to 3 weeks in advance, and they're going to be doing roadmaps and things like that. So whenever they do add brand new content, especially news and things like that to hype up a brand new season, and they do all of their weekly updates, bigger updates, trailer reveals, things like that on Wednesdays. So next week, expect some brand new fresh information on Season 2. So now let's jump into the roadmap and what we're going to be expecting to receive with it. So first and foremost, with the roadmap is going to be introducing pretty much everything that we're going to be getting, even in Season 2 Reloaded. So it's going to separate everything. So Season 1 is going to tell us you're going to be getting this brand new map. As of right now, we are expecting Castle to be one of the maps, but it may not be in the first one. It may be in Season 2 Reloaded. We're not exactly sure. That's just one of the maps that we are sure that is going to be releasing because it was revealed in the background of the key artwork. The second thing is DLC weapons. We got a total of 4. The most likely weapons that we're seeing is the katana because it was revealed in the photo. The second one being the crossbow because it was confirmed, almost guaranteed by leakers, and then it was shortly taken down by Activision. So when they take down something like that, it pretty much tells us that they are the owners of this content that was revealed or leaked. That pretty much makes the leak legit and not fake. So the crossbow is the second one. And then for the third and fourth ones, we're not exactly sure. We are expecting a shotgun because there are currently 2 attachments in the game that belong to shotguns, but they are not available for release. Like, they're in the files, you can't access them, but they belong to shotguns, and then one of them matches the Vepr 12, so that is a likely candidate for a new shotgun that we could be receiving. So they could be both shotguns, who knows, and then there might be a surprise weapon that we just honestly didn't expect. So that's what we got for the weapons. Now, the next thing is obviously the battle pass. There's going to be over 100 rewards. There's going to be a total of 100 tiers. Obviously, the first tier, which is going to contain like the base operator, things like that. There's going to be COD points and stuff like that that are going to be involved. I believe that it might be Ronin. Ronin seems like he's going to be the main character of this brand new season. So getting him, and then after that, it's going to go on, work your way all the way up till tier 100. And then at that 100th page, it's going to have Ronin probably with a brand new fit, sort of like how it was with Zeus. You ended up getting him, and then you got his like Olympus fit. So he's going to have a different outfit. So that's how I believe it's going to go. It could be different, but yeah, so operators being Ronin is going to be one of them. Velikan could potentially be another one. This one is not guaranteed guaranteed because we didn't see him in any of like the photos or anything like that. We're just assuming that because he's the Building 21 boss, and there's a potential chance that he could be the next operator we'll get. I don't think they'll throw him in a bundle or anything like that, so I feel like he'll probably be available in the battle pass. So that's another one right there. The next thing would be game modes. I've already talked about that, so I'm just gonna skip that. Going on to the next thing, probably going to be Resurgence or Rebirth. That we have a lot of teases and hints letting us know that we are going to be receiving Resurgence back into the game. And there's a likely chance it's going to be dropping with the Season 2 update, not the reloaded one. So I do believe that that's probably going to be also one of the announcements and things that they do hype up as well. And then after that, if there's going to be any updates or things or changes like that to DMZ, if there's going to be new missions, they're going to be introducing that there as well. And then if there's anything relating to Mosh Pit like CDL, Pro Leagues, and you know how we got like the rank competition things that are supposed to be releasing soon into the game. We might be getting competitive. They did say it was going to be dropping in 2023. So hopefully it meant this first 2023 update, which is Season 2. So we might get some information on that. There's no guarantee, no hints, no teasers, no leaks. Nothing has been revealed regarding that so far. So we're just going to have to wait on that. So now going on to the last thing that we are expecting to receive is going to be somewhat not related to Season 2, but it's going to have to do with events. So any sort of events that's going to be dropping into the game, such as like, for example, they did the FC event and they put that into like the roadmap for Season 1. So with Season 2, if there's any events or anything like that that are going to be coming in that 3-month time span, they're going to end up throwing it in there and putting it in there. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything to expect. Once this roadmap is officially out, I will make a video and I'll cover every single thing in detail for you guys and let you guys know. And I do, honestly, I just want to see if we're accurate in many of these leaks that we end up receiving. So if any of these leaks do come to fruition and we actually do get these things added into the game, that's going to be pretty interesting. So I definitely, obviously, will make a video as soon as we get new information, new releases, and things like that as soon as they drop. But what are you guys looking forward to the most when it comes to Season 2? I personally, I want to see how Resurgence is going to play because I did make a video about this, talking about like the movement and the play style and how they're going to make this game mode actually good and maybe even beat Warzone 1. So obviously, as I mentioned, like the time to kill, the slow movement, things like that are not really that good for Resurgence, especially since that's a fast-paced map. You got to get in and out, a lot of close quarter combat, and it's going to be crazy if it's just like the first person you see is the first person you die to. You can't get away from a fight. You can't heal while you're in the middle of a fight. And yeah, it is going to make it a little bit harder for us to enjoy that. So I really do hope that they do have some sort of patch notes, things like that are going to come along with this update. Obviously, patch notes, they're going to happen. We're going to be getting patch notes for every single mode, but I'm hoping that there's going to be some bigger ones involved. So movement, time to kill, things like that. We're going to be expecting a lot of buffs, a lot of nerfs for some weapons. I mean, the RPK and the Fennec, those are the metas as of right now. So we're going to be getting some sort of nerfs for those soon. But anyways, that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, let me know what are you guys most excited for with this season. But anyways, it's been your boy Chizo. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.